it's Lucy. Lex, I'm sorry. Lex, I need to talk to you.
Oh my God. Lex, what did you do?
Ooh!
I'm glad we took the time. This is just a perfect idea. Thanks for pushing me into this. I know you have to do that all the time, but I'm really grateful.
I have to push you into relaxing. It's still a little crisp out.
It's not quite crisp. We're getting to crisp. It's what it is cold. It's unfortunate what happened with the horse.
Just a freak accident.
My feet are getting warmer now. I'm feeling better.
Good.
Is that pony of yours going to get better?
Yeah. Yeah. Lex has done some good work with Pony.
Are you happy with him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't want any problems.
What problem?
Well, you know how he is. It's just, I don't know which way he's jumping.
I don't care which way he jumps because he's so good.
Well, John Garland said he was the man, so. I know people like John Garland. I've worked with people
John
before.
Gardner.
Gardner. He's got something going. He's got a plan.
You think everybody's a schemer?
Well,
you do.
I didn't say he was a schemer. I just said he had a plan.
Well, what's the difference between a scheme and a plan? The person implementing it?
Well,
their intention?
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
So
yes.
When you do something, is it a plan or is it a scheme, Ollie?
No, mine's a plan. Of course. There always seems to be a little scheming involved, but that's
a little.
Well, that's what comes with it. People are going to perceive a scheme if they're apprehensive about what you're trying to do. So let them think what they want to think, and that's what I'm doing with Gardner. We're going to let him think what he needs to understand. If that eases him up a little bit. There's a lot going on here. I was over to the property. I went out to that paddock. I was been out there a couple of times last week. We're going to have to be able to show a group of investors that the potential of that paddock.
So how much money are we talking about?
Not a lot of money. Not a lot of money. $200,000, I think, could get us a good bump on this entire operation.
Ollie, $200,000 is a lot of money. We are not sinking more money into this right now.
I don't understand. I've put this out to you in plain English.
I think you've lost your mind.
I've lost my mind.
You've lost your mind. All your scheming and planning and...
I followed your lead up here.
So and we're doing fine, Ollie.
You expected me to be a part of this and show you the way and show you how this can be done, and that's what I'm doing. We're working together on this. We're trying to find our way together, and together we can do this. But I'm going to need that seed money to get this thing started.
No.
We can come together with your plan and your ideas and your pictures and everything after I get this winter polo set up, and that's what's got to happen. There's no other way we can do this.
No other way we can do this?
No. Money makes money. We have
Ollie.
to have the courage to take this.
Ollie. Every time, it's the same thing. It's just one more thing. It's just this much more. $200,000? No,
Yeah,
look,
that would-
you look like you're at a table
Yeah,
with
that-
a bunch of people at the Bel Air right now. You do. Planning, scheming, ordering the best wine, trying to impress. Let it go and do it a different way.
Mr. Collins? Danny Burrows. Yeah, they said you were the guy to come to talk landscaping?
Yeah, who'd you say you were?
Danny Burrows. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Pandemic and
Oh,
all.
well, my client's from Chicago. We're looking for some properties out here, investment properties, and a lot of them are going to need some landscaping upgrades. So came to see if you'd be interested in looking into that.
I'm always looking for a good business.
My client wants to be able to run a few horses.
Yeah,
And
a lot of people do that too.
looking for a good vet, and I'm wondering if you know any good vets in town.
I just know one,
Yeah?
and he's just kind of coming back to the vet business.
Think he would be, is he good people?
Well, Lexi can be a little different after lunch than he is before lunch. Maybe you know what I mean.
So you mean he hits the bottle, or?
Yeah, he's kind of a friend of the bottle, I would say. That's fair.
Well, how close of a friend?
Well, I think he's been clean now for a while. I don't know how long,
That's
but
good to hear.
I see him out. That's better than some days, you know.
Right. So, well, you've seen him on his bad days. How bad is it?
Oh yeah, I remember when pretty much once I first arrived here. It was the first time I ran into Lex. He was on TV. He got caught protesting. I don't even know what he was protesting, but he was drunk when he did it.
And I'm willing to chain myself up here today, you know, and at least for an hour, and stop the deconstruction of this building. So what if I've had a drink?
He's got a bit of a wild streak in him.
He has a real bit of a wild streak in him. Yeah, but like I said, I can't say anything bad about a man that horses love so much, you know?
Well, that's good that someone loves him.
Yeah, I think horses might be better judge of character than people sometimes.
I'd agree with you.
Excuse me just a second. You got something going on. There we go.
Thank you.
Hey, back.
I like you, Mr. Collins. I'm gonna go back to my client, and I'm gonna push hard for their approval.
Your client likes good people doing good work, and while maintaining the respect of people's privacy, and keep an eye out for people nosing around that looking into business that ain't their business. Yeah. You tell your client if they want somebody good, we're here. Hey, would you like a gummy? The raspberry?
Hey, Lex? Lex? Are you here? Where are you?
Come in here. All right in here, Ash. How you been?
Oh, my God, what a beautiful view.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll find what I'm looking for him. What are you doing up here?
Well, I was looking for you. You weren't too hard to find.
No.
Guess you're not working for, what's her name anymore?
Well, not today, anyway. Why you ask? We had a row, but
You got it all patched up?
Sort of like a honeycomb, I guess you might say.
I gotta ask you a question.
Shoot.
I've been having these visions. And it like started that night with you in the bar. You know? That last night you were drinking. Yeah.
Okay.
So I had this vision. I see footsteps in the snow, and then I saw blood. And sometimes the visions are after it's happened, and sometimes they're before. So I gotta know, is this before or after?
What does that have to do with me?
Because it keeps happening around you. I keep having the vision, it pertains to you.
Ash, you don't know that, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I can see it. Have this vision several times, and it always pertains to
Listen,
you. What is it about?
I don't know what you're talking about. I gotta find this lantern before
You
4
know
o'clock.
exactly what I'm talking about. I can see it in your eyes, like.
What to do about what you're talking about, but let me find the lantern. You're welcome to come up into the loft and help me look at it. There they are.
Found the lantern.
Check one of those out. I wouldn't get in.
You're looking good.
Thanks. You too, actually.
Thanks. I kind of miss you. I mean, without you drinking, I never see you around the bar anymore or anything.
Yeah, I know. I don't have much reason to go in the bar if I'm not drinking. Do I? I'm
Well,
gonna get this to work.
I'm glad everything's going well, man. Glad everything's going well. Just thought I'd check in. You know, I hadn't seen you in a bit. And just kind of worried. I hope everything's okay.
You always worry. You don't have to, you know. For your own sake.
Yeah, it's
Crying for, Ash. Come on.
because I'm worried that something's gonna happen to you. I'm worried, Lex. I'm terribly worried. And I know the stupid visions seem crazy to you,
Nothing's
but
gonna happen.
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Of anybody you know, who takes the best care of himself anymore?
I think it's you.
I kind of feel so. I don't get. What I don't need is having too much involvement all over the place with people who are a little too fragile and possessive.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, fine, got it.
I'm not saying.
I got it. I got it.
I'm not. Ash, really, come on. I'm not.
What?
I'm not saying that you're a strong woman, and you don't have to possess everything to the sake of your fragility.
I am not possessing anything to the sake of my fragility. I am trying to help you, Lex, but never mind. I made a mistake. I thought you loved me, and I loved you, and we were friends at the very least. I can see I was wrong about that. I'm sorry.
I can't love you right now, okay? Ash?
Needs someone, and everybody loves somebody, but not just anyone. If you ain't looking, you might just as well be blind, 'cause it's so.
You know more about politics than anybody else in this damn town. You ought to. You taught it for 20 or 30 years.
Bar's closed. Time to go home.
Ash, let us finish our beer. Wait a minute. We got to get Walt here on board with running for mayor. Just sit down for a little bit.
You got my vote, Walt. Look, I've had a rough day, and I don't want to. I got other things to think about.
Oh, come on, Ash. Just come sit with us.
Right. You heard from Rhonda since she got busted?
Well, I wanted. No, I haven't. She was a piece of work. I think if I had 2 or 3 more sessions, it'd have won her over.
Good riddance, I say.
Yeah. Well, how's Anna Dean? I haven't seen her in a couple of months.
Oh, she's doing great. She's over the moon with her job.
Well, I get it, but please. If it has anything to do with Ollie Fitzgerald hiring her, I think that's cause for concern right there. I don't trust that guy. Anyway, so You had a rough day at the office?
Yeah. I went and saw Lex.
How'd that go?
Well, I was worried about the son of a bitch, and so I went. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, speaking of Lex, this guy came, well, he's been in here 2 or 3 times. Says his name is Danny Burrows. Came to my greenhouse today. Started asking a bunch of questions, wanted a bunch of information. Said he was a real estate gopher, but he's much more like a badger. Wanted all this information. Most of his questions were about Lex. Want to know who his friends were, how long he'd been here. Even wanted to know about his drinking. If you ask me, this guy is nothing but trouble.
Oh, crap.
I'm meeting all sorts of people. Movie stars, rich people. I'm just going to a birthday party with this guy. It's just a date. It's his 27th birthday.
It's not just a date, Anna Dean. Ollie Fitzgerald is paying you $1,000 to go to a birthday party with some hedge fund genius. Now, doesn't that ring some kind of alarm bells with you? And besides, where'd Ollie Fitzgerald come up with $1,000? He's a month late on what he owes me.
Ollie saved my life. He's done a lot for me. He promised me it would just be this one time. It would mean a lot to him. It would mean a lot to me.
I do not trust Ollie Fitzgerald. And if your Aunt Ash got wind of what you're up to here, she would tie
can't know
you
about
to a
this.
radiator. Look, I know you want to be an actress. I know you want to be a success. I know you want to go out in the world and find your place in it. But how you get to those places, the paths you walk down to get there, the decisions you make, they're going to impact your life forever. You came here for my advice, and I appreciate that. My advice is this: don't do this, Anna Dean, don't do it.
No! Oh, Mr. Brasi, no, don't be. No, there's no reason to send anybody. No, I don't have anything for them at the moment. I need a little headroom here. And how is that going to be a solution for anything? Then what have you got?
How much are we in for, Ollie? How much? There's goons on their way up here for both of us right now. We don't have a whole lot of time to come up with $80K.
I'll tell you why you got in the car with me. Because desperate people do desperate things, that's why.